Welcome to Grandad's Reviews. In this video I thought I'd take another look at, does equipment matter when just doing a simple vlog? Now I've done a previous test where I've tested 3 or 4 cameras against each other, varying prices. Thought, well, let's go sensibly cheap. So we're going to look at a Pixel 7 on this silly rig here. And we've got the Pocket 2 and we've got the Sony HX90, which you can pick up quite cheap second hand. So we're going to give all those 3 a quick go. We'll do the audio that's actually recorded inside the unit themselves, no external audio. We'll see how that sounds. I will have a lav on with a recorder just in case anything drops out, and we'll see what the results are, and is the phone just good enough? Is it as good as those 2 other options? So let's go outside and have a look what we get. Right, so this is going to be our cheap vlogging setup test. We're in the courtyard, noisy as ever. We've changed the Pocket 2 to its smallest configuration, so I haven't got the creators part on it. We've got Pixel 7 on its front facing camera, so I can see how I'm actually lined up. We've got all of them working on auto. None of them are on any kind of special setting, they're all on auto. I've got the Sony at 25 FPS, the Pocket at 25 FPS. But unfortunately the only thing I can get the Pocket 7 on is 30 FPS, so it's the best we can get. Look up here, see how it what's the stabilisation like. I've got it on the end of a stick at the arm out. We're what, 18 inches. Just walk up the courtyard. This is a noisy courtyard. You're hearing the audio from all of the internal mics. I have got a lav on in case I lose any audio and I need to add it in. But this is the audio from all of the internal mics. What I might do is change up the Pixel 7 and use its rear facing camera, and we'll see how that looks compared to the front facing camera. So we'll walk down the courtyard. This is a fairly reasonable walk, not too bad. I'll swap hands so we can get around there. So let's get here and then we'll change the camera on the Pixel 7. Right, so now we've got the rear facing camera on the Pixel 7. I want to check, here is it. And the problem is I can't see if I'm in the correct frame or not, but we'll see. So we'll walk down here then, see if the stabilisation is any different with the rear facing camera. So we've got Sony HX90, DJI Pocket 2 and the Google Pixel 7. I'm using the 7 because that's what I've got, but most newish mobile phone cameras are pretty much the same nowadays. Down our yard, it's quite even lighting, so it shouldn't prove anything too difficult. We'll swing around and head up the other way, and we'll just see how the stabilisation is, how the autofocus is, and what the image quality. And is a, well, you can get a Sony now for about 150 quid or 150 pound, $200, something like that. Pocket 2, I'll look the price up, but it must be around about the 200 mark, and your phone you've probably already got. So we'll see if there's any difference. Again, you're hearing the audio from the cameras themselves, not from anywhere. Anything else? I have to say, got a lav, but that's in case I lose any audio. So we'll just walk over here. Got some bright sky behind us in a second. That way, and spin round. Trees over there, so we'll see how they render. And there we go. We'll head in and see what the results are, and see if there is any difference. So we've had a quick look at the footage from all three cameras, and what's the conclusion? Well, they all produce pretty good results. The Sony is obviously a little bit softer. It's only 1080, and the focus sometimes isn't spot on, but it is following the face. But other than that, it's simple to use. Put it on auto, flip the screen up, and away you go. It's perfect. And it's quite a cheap little camera to pick up. Pocket 2, stabilisation is more natural because it is a mechanical stabilisation rather than electronic stabilisation or sensor stabilisation. It's actually it's a gimbal, so it seems a little bit more natural. Image wise, yeah, it's pretty good for a small sensor, and if you worked on the footage a bit in post-production, you could get some decent images out of it. Now the Pixel 7, when it gets it right, it's really good, but because it's a computational type of system, sometimes it does some weird and funny things that just makes it look strange. The skins goes funny, or there's funny highlights in the background. But when it's got it really well. And to be honest, the difference between the front and rear camera isn't a massive big deal for just vlogging around. So I think for a cheapest option, I'd use your phone. Audio wise, the Pocket, as the noise, it was picking up a lot of wind noise. The other two cameras weren't doing too bad at all, with the Pixel doing a very good job of picking your audio up. I'd always recommend you use an external microphone if you're going to use any of those cameras. Obviously on the Sony you can't plug a microphone into it, but you could use a recording pack and just record externally and sync it up in post. The Pocket comes, if you have the Creator Pack, comes with a wireless microphone which works a treat, and use that all the time and makes a huge difference. And the Pixel, yeah, you could plug in a lavalier mic or even a shotgun mic into that through the USB-C port and use it that way, so the audio would be better. But all three are really good for vlogging. And to be honest, there's no clear-cut winner, apart from probably the phone, because you've probably already got that. But if you wanted to go to something you could use for other things as well, then I'd either go for the Sony, or if you could stretch that extra bit, I'd go for the Pocket, because it is certainly more useful. But that's my quick look at three reasonably cheap vlogging cameras. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, see you later.